Alright y'all, so this video has one and one purpose only, to preserve the history of struggle meals. I'm talking about when you're down to your dick and balls, man. Like, you had your last pack of ramen for dinner. Ramen's not a struggle meal no more. I'm talking about you may be able to boil some water and get some butter pasta or something going. Or you may be able to get a can of tuna and just eat that straight up. And if you're lucky, I'm talking you're lucky, you may be able to whip up some sugar toast. You see, I was talking to my nephew the other day and it was pretty late at night and there wasn't much food in the crib. And I was talking to him, I was like, what's your favorite struggle meal, man? Because as a kid growing up in 2008, 2009, 2010, you know, I was well versed in having a struggle meal because, you know, there was struggle times. And he said, yeah, you know, whenever there's nothing to eat at the crib, usually I'll just grab my phone and get like a 5-piece McNugget, a small fry, and a McFlurry. Are you serious, man? That's when I realized this kid's growing up in a different tax bracket than me. But that's why I wanted to make this video, to document what some real struggle meals are. So let's go shopping, fellas. Y'all, anybody that's ever been down bad in their life knows that the method is Aldi's, okay? This is a perfect grocery store of you poverty, okay? If you really poverty, maybe you can go hit a lick on like Food Line or something. That place is pretty poverty too. I'm not really sure with any other bad grocery stores that are good for poor people. But yeah, Aldi, always make sure you bring your bag because they ain't getting that $1.25 off me. I can promise you that. But let's get in there. I'm gonna try and spend like, I don't know, 15 bucks or something, see what we can get done. Let's get it, let's go. All right, so the first thing I'm looking to get is some white bread here. And we need the cheap stuff. Like I'm talking about, I need maximum sawdust in this bread. So, let's see here. $1.99 now. $1.25, that's looking pretty good. Maybe this one might get it done first. Need some glizzies for sure. Looking for some cinnamon, because we're going to definitely need some cinnamon sugar bread. I just need the cheap one. Oh, cinnamon sugar, this is perfect. This is the combo we need. That's perfect, because then we won't have to get no sugar. Okay, now I need some tortillas for sure. I don't know if they got tortillas. I mean, bro, no offense, but I'm in Hispanic. I don't see tortillas. What the f? Some peanut butter would be pretty clutch. I need the cheap though. $1.85. $1.85 looks pretty good to me. It's the cheapest cheese. $2.39. Pretty big commitment, but I think we're going for the $2.39 cheese. I ain't down bad enough to get these, but we will go for 87 cents a can of tuna. Can't beat that shit, boy. $9.78. Can't tell me that ain't a good deal to eat for 24 hours. You're welcome. All right, y'all, so we back from the store. This is what we got, a bunch of gray loot. So we got some bread. I'm gonna try and use this bread for a bunch of things. So we're gonna start breakfast here in like literally like 2 minutes or something. I'm gonna make some cinnamon sugar toast right here. So we can see we got the cinnamon sugar combo. That's why Aldi's go to, because they got the down bad method stuff. They already know what people are on with that. So I got some cheese here because I'm gonna make cheese tortillas. Now I was in the Hispanic section and I didn't find the tortillas. Maybe I'm being a little bit racist and generalizing people, but I got my own tortillas. So, you know, the budget was $15. We spent like 9 something. So just add like another like $2. Then we got some peanut butter right here. My plans for this is just a raw dog, like a couple spoonfuls, you know, for like a snack. So that's always a good snack. Then we got the cheddar dogs here. So, you know, obviously we don't got no hamburger buns because I ain't buying specific bread for that. That's like another like couple bucks. So we either just gonna make it on the white bread right here, or even, you know, maybe we could double up, get about 2 or 3 of these things and shove them in a tortilla. And then I don't know, maybe for dinner or something we'll go in with this tuna right here. This was 87 cents. Listen, if you work out, you in the gym, tuna is pretty insane. 140 calories, 33 grams of protein. You do gotta watch out for like the mercury poisoning. I was like pretty, I used to eat like two of these a day, you know. I mean, it like destroyed my skin and everything. So yeah, be careful with that, but every once in a while won't hurt you. But let's go ahead and get breakfast started with the cinnamon toast. Breakfast this morning, we're just gonna get a nice dusting of the cinnamon sugar. That's probably too much. Let me just kind of like violate it just a little bit. And then I'll get a little bit going on here. All right, y'all, I got it in the toaster. I'll slam that shut. Go ahead, start that. 4 minutes. Our cinnamon sugar toast should be nice and cooked up by then. Finished the toast. I grabbed it out the toaster. Let me go ahead, get you guys a nice little close up. You can see it's done a little bit overdone probably, but that's kind of how I like mine. Let's go ahead and get the first bite here. Definitely brings back some memories. Like I said, butter would take this to the next level, but it's definitely not necessary. I'm gonna get this down and I'll be back when I'm having my next meal slash snack. All right, y'all, it's been about an hour, hour and a half, and I'm about to go to the gym, so I'm just gonna come at y'all quick with this one. We're just gonna come in here, grab the peanut butter we bought earlier. Bust this open. Just gonna get a nice spoonful. This is just gonna be the pre-workout meal. I'll catch you guys in a little bit with lunch. All right, y'all, I just got back from the gym. Let me go ahead and toss this light on. I already got the stuff out that we're gonna need for lunch. We're gonna make some hot dogs here. So we're gonna use these cheddar brats. I don't know, I've never had them. Hopefully they're pretty good. And then we're gonna just go ahead and use our white bread as our buns. So let me go ahead, I need a pan here. Non-stick should do the job. Let's throw it on there, get the heat going. Let's say like 6, 7, okay. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do 2 of these, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, we got these cooked up pretty good here, so I'm just gonna go ahead, we're gonna throw them on the bread like that. I'll take this one like that. Just get a quick bite here to let you guys know how it's tasting. It's not that bad. I could eat a couple of these, so yeah, I'm gonna get these down. And I'll probably see you guys back in a little bit. We'll probably have either dinner or a pre-dinner snack. All right, y'all, so I think today we're gonna go for an early dinner. It's about like 4 o'clock. I've just been chilling, you know, working on some stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. I got my pan here from earlier because I knew I was gonna use it. So I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna throw that back on the stove right there. We'll get the heat back on about 7 again. I still got my pinchers out from earlier, so we'll need these or a spatula. But I'm gonna need my tortillas. You guys remember I said I'll get the tortillas. There they are. So we're gonna take these tortillas for sure. And then next thing we'll need is just our cheese that we bought. I think you guys can see the direction that we're going in. So this one's the one that we bought, but I'm actually pretty stingy. So we're just gonna use the one that's already open, because even if it's just for a vid, I'm not gonna waste cheese. I'll take a tortilla. We're gonna fold it in half like this, just to get a crease down the middle so we can see the exact midpoint. And we'll open it back up. And then we're just gonna fill the inside with some cheese here. I like to do a decent layer, but I actually don't like too much. Like, you should still be able to see a little bit of tortilla through the cheese, because if you do too much, then it's just gonna be kind of nasty and almost jam you up on the inside. I don't really like it. This is probably about the perfect amount of cheese for me, actually. All right, y'all, the pan's pretty warm, so I'm just gonna take this tortilla over here. Ooh, I'm losing some cheese right here. That's like literally like 2 cents. And then we'll just go ahead, we'll throw this butter in there like that. Just throw the tortilla straight in there, just like that. Y'all, so this is what my tortilla ended up turning out like. You can see I tried to get a nice crisp on there. Yeah, that's a nice one done to it. So let's go ahead. I'll try this right here, just to let you guys know how it's hitting. Ooh, still hot. Basic cheese tortilla really can't be beat though. I mean, it's simple, cheap, effective, But yeah, I'll see you guys in probably a couple hours to finish off the last meal of the night. All right, y'all, it's evening time. I don't know, it's probably about 7 or 8. This is gonna be the last thing I eat before calling it a night. We're just gonna go in with our raw can of tuna because, I mean, it's simple, it's easy, and I need some protein today because I really haven't had that much protein. Just gonna use my can opener here. Do this over the sink, kinda, just so we don't get none of that fish juice anywhere else, because anyone that's around a can of tuna knows that it's got a certain amount of smell to it. I don't ever fully remove the lid because it's helpful for drainage. Come on, man. Okay. And you can see that's what our tuna's looking like for tonight. Usually you can add some salt and stuff, but I didn't buy salt at the store, so I ain't gonna count it. It's not that bad. I mean, it's dry, right? Yeah, it's really dry. Wow. So like, if I had like mayonnaise or something, I used to add it to it, mayonnaise, salt, a little bit of that, you mix it up, it would be like really, really good. And it's so low calories, you can add like light mayo and it's still like insanely low calories for the amount of protein. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little 24 hours of eating cheat meals. It took me back to when I was younger. I had fun doing it. Let me know your favorite cheat meals in the comments below. Till next time, peace out, fellas.